Alright guys and girls, in Unit 5 Part 2.
I know.
So I just got interrupted by some 8th graders. I don't know what I said so far. So in Unit 5 Part 2 we are talking about variables and equations. We're going to look at writing really basic equations before we move into solving equations. So a couple definitions for you. First off, an equation is a mathematical sentence formed by placing an equal sign between two expressions. So if you look at this example up here in green, 2x minus 4 equals 8. That's an equation made up of the expressions 2x minus 4 and 8. So just put an equal sign between two expressions and you've got an equation. A solution is a number that produces a true statement when it is substituted for a variable. We'll talk more about that at the bottom of this page. Looking at the first section, it says write the verbal sentence as equation. So the first one says the difference of 11 and y is negative 9. So difference is my keyword here. That tells me it's subtraction. So the difference of 11 and y is 11 minus y. Is the equal sign and then negative 9. For number 2, it says the sum of 41 and w is 26. Sum is my giveaway word. So 41 plus w is the equal sign 26. Since it's addition, I actually could have written this the other way if I wanted. It doesn't really matter. For number 3, it says the quotient of r and 6 is negative 4. Quotient means division. We write division as a fraction, so that's r over 6 is an equal sign and then negative 4. And then for number 4, it says the product of 18 and p, product means multiplication. The product of 18 and p, just write it together, don't actually put a multiplication sign, is the equal sign, so is 54. In the next section, it says checking possible solutions. So this is what I was talking about when I told you that a solution is a number that you can plug in to make a true statement. And in this part, we're actually going to test that. So if you look at number 1, it says b over negative 4 equals 13. And then it says the semicolon b equals negative 52. So the actual equation is b over negative 4 equals 13. And what we're trying to figure out is if negative 52 will make that a true statement. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in negative 52 for b. So I get negative 52 over negative 4 equals 13. This fraction means division. Negative 52 divided by negative 4 is 13. So I get 13 equals 13, which is a true statement. So yes, negative 52 is a solution. So we would say that this is a solution. I'll let you guys try number 2. I'm going to come down here to number 3. So for number 3, our equation is 27 equals n minus 16. And then the number that we're testing is 11. So I'm going to plug in 11 for n, so 27 equals 11 minus 16. I work that out. 11 minus 16 is negative 5. That is not a true statement. So we would say n equals 11 is not a solution. So you guys try 3 and you guys try 4. On the back side, it says solving equations using mental math. So we're not actually going to work out our equations until unit 6. But here we're just going to look at the equations on the left, match them up with the question on the right. So let's actually look at the question first. So A says, what number minus 36 equals 2? Okay, so minus means we're looking for subtraction, so we can take that down to number 4. So number 4 goes with A. For B, it says, what number divided by 2 equals 36? So we're looking for a number divided by 2, so we're looking for a fraction. So that's going to take us to number 1. C says 2 times what number equals 36? So 2 times means we're multiplying. Numbers right next to each other, so that's C. And then for D, it says 2 plus what number equals 36? So plus tells us that we're looking for addition. So that's going to be number 2. So the first part was to match the equation with the corresponding question. The second part says to solve. So you actually need to solve these equations or solve these questions. So like for number 1, it matches up with B, which is what number divided by 2 equals 36. So you need to figure out what number would actually be 36 and be divided by 2. So I'm going to let you guys do the actual solving for 1 through 4. If you keep going, we have a word problem example here. It says, while traveling a long distance, an elephant and a family walks at a rate of about 10 miles per hour. Find the approximate time it takes an elephant to travel 60 miles. Okay, so again, while traveling a long distance, an elephant and a family walks at a rate of about 10 miles per hour. Find the approximate time it takes an elephant to travel 60 miles. So I don't know if you guys have seen this equation before. If you haven't, you'll see it in science soon. But it's d equals r times t. What that means is distance equals rate times time. So in our word problem, okay, the distance that we're looking for the elephant to go is 60 miles. So we're plugging a 60 right here. The rate, it tells us that an elephant walks at a rate of 10 miles per hour, so I'm putting 10 for the rate. And then for the time, it says find the approximate time. So we don't know, so we're just going to put the variable t in there. So if you look at this, what we're trying to figure out is 10 times what number is going to equal 60. So just from mental math, I know that that's going to be 6. Now we need a unit on this. Since we're in time, it's going to be 6 hours. All right, the last thing on here is some review problems. I will leave those for you. You have some evaluating problems, which again, remember, just means plug those numbers into the variable. And then simplifying, which is what we just went over in Unit 5, Part 1. All right, make sure you grade those with the answer key. Ask me any questions you have.